Hey guys, today's lesson is on the exterior angle theorem. What the exterior angle theorem says is that the sum of two interior angles of a triangle is equal to the opposite exterior angle. Now, what I mean by that is, let's say I call this angle A and this angle B. And so my exterior angle here is C. So if I take two angles inside of a triangle, the opposite exterior angle, so notice the exterior angle that's opposite of those two interior ones, the sum is going to equal the exterior. So that means I can say that A plus B equals C. Now, another way to do this would be to take A and B, and since we know that an entire triangle equals 180, I could just do 180 minus whatever A is, minus whatever B is. I would be left with that, and then whatever this angle is and C form a straight line. It means they're supplementary. So then I can subtract that from 180. So that's another way if you would like to go about it that way. That will not always be possible, and I'll show you an example where it's not, which is where you will have to use the exterior angle theorem. But all it's saying is the two interior angles, when you add them up, they will equal the opposite exterior angle. So we'll do a few examples. Our first example, I have interior angles 35 and 41. And so I can just say that 35 plus 41, those are my interior ones. When I add them up, they will equal my exterior one, which is x. So, calculator, we know that 35 plus 41 is 76, so 76 equals x. Now we can also do that in kind of a reverse way. This time it gives me my exterior angle and one interior angle, but not the other one. So I still can set it up the same way. The sum of my two interior, so that means 65 plus x, equals my exterior, my opposite exterior, 135. So in order to solve for x, I need to subtract 65 from both sides. That cancels, the x comes down. 135 minus 65 is 70. Now our last example, this is one where you absolutely have to use exterior angle theorem because all of the information given has a variable in it. But we do still set it up the same. So exterior angle theorem says if I add up my two inside angles, it's going to equal my opposite outside angle. So that means I can say that 2x plus my other angle is 4x minus 1 should equal my outside angle, 5x plus 9. So I have some like terms that I can combine. I have a 2x and a 4x. When I add those together, I get 6x minus 1 equals 5x plus 9. Now I just need to get all my x's together. So I can subtract 5x, subtract 5x. And if you guys are okay with this, I'm just going to do it in the same step. I can also move my 1 over. So I put my x's on the left, and I'm putting my numbers on the right. So to get rid of a minus 1, I would add 1. Add 1 to both sides. So now let's see what I'm left with. 6x minus 5x is just 1x. Negative 1 plus 1, those cancel. Have an equal sign. 5x and negative 5x, those cancel. 9 plus 1 is 10. So x equals 10. Be careful, some problems will ask you to plug them back in and actually solve for the angles. We'll practice some of that in class. For now, I just wanted to show you the theorem.